very simple. Japanese Family Federation, too good to be dissolved. And indeed, despite the political attack by anti-cultists, Japan's court and the government denied, rejected dissolution many times for decades. And in the course of such denial, rejection, in 2009, 15 years ago, after some incident, Family Federation declared compliance, declared to strengthen its compliance operation, which worked, and after that, it improved in many ways. Evidencing this, in the latest 7 years, Japanese Family Federation has not received any civil lawsuits from ex-believers. In this way, it's very clean. Not only 7 years after the 2009 Declaration of Compliance, it has only received one single civil suit for donation refund. Donation refund meaning from ex-believers to give me back the donated money. Only one civil suit which ended in judgment. In this way, Family Federation is very clean. But aside from these legal things, political situation is different or totally different. Our government or current Prime Minister Kishida is very susceptible, very weak, easy to move to the left side or pro-anti-cultist. And indeed, one day, 1.5 years ago, he followed the case law in Japan in order to dissolve religious corporation. It has to commit a crime. But in one day, very surprisingly, in one day, he flip-flopped and moved to the left and said, violation of civil laws could be a reason for dissolution, which actually opened the door wide to dissolve Family Federation. Such political attack is going on now at the Tokyo District Court. The main reason to dissolve Family Federation is some number of lawsuits, civil lawsuits filed against Family Federation. And this is almost the end of the legal things and political things. Next, I'm going to touch on the human rights things, which is deprogramming. What lies underneath here is deprogramming, because such civil lawsuits, about half or more than half of the plaintiffs are the poor victims of deprogramming. In Japan, deprogramming lasted decades. Anti-cultists created or fabricated an evil ecosystem for money. They deprogrammed 4,000 plus believers, and they forced such victims to file a lawsuit against Family Federation, saying like this: unless you file a suit against Family Federation, we take you as still keeping the faith, so we will continue to imprison you. At such threat, many believers were intimidated and unwillingly, contrary to their real intention, forced to file a lawsuit against Family Federation for donation refund. So in this way, this lawsuit, I would say it's kind of fake. They were forced to do that, like robot or puppet. And you can see this puppet connection for 30 years from this graph. Red line is the number of deprogrammings. What closely and intimately follows is the blue line, the number of lawsuits filed against Family Federation, which ended in 2015 when this skinny gentleman, Mr. Torgoto, iconic and symbolic deprogramming victim, won at the Supreme Court. I'm not talking about the past. I am talking about now. Now at the Tokyo District Court. This devastating human rights issue, deprogramming, is the root cause of the dissolution. 50 years deprogramming lasted in Japan, and among them, some victims were forced to file a suit against Family Federation, and some of them are now the main reason for the dissolution. Actually, what is happening now in Tokyo is that the government, Prime Minister Kishida, is eager to dissolve Family Federation, and they produced a bunch of documents, and among them, the government submitted 200 plus written statements, affidavits of apostates. And after careful legal analysis, we found that majority of such written statements are written by the poor deprogrammed victims. I don't believe such poor deprogrammed victims can make a plausible, reliable comment to the Family Federation. Some